Previously on New Crits on the Block.
Boral, I have an idea. We can set up a series of traps that we can detonate and create areas that are of high concentration damage directly next to the dynamite. We can then take the remaining members, the combatants and whatnot, and we can funnel back into the long hall, and then we can detonate these devices that we've managed to create and test out using this explosive device I have here.
It would be nice to see them suffer as much as possible. So, show me what you had planned.
So the whole village is at work. You got Philippa, Emmy, and Catan building their contraptions outside and inside of town. The spike balls, you're setting up your dynamite holes, things like that. Getting prepared for this fallback, these lines, and we can kind of together outside of the podcast. We can figure out where those are exactly so that I have that kind of information. We do not need to do that inside of this.
Agreed.
We have Leaf and Boral tag teaming with the villagers of the village. Kind of just, that was a weird way to say that. Villagers of the village.
Yeah.
Could have just said villagers.
But of where, though? Who knows?
Who knows?
These might be new villagers.
Yeah, or from another village.
Yeah.
We don't know.
The village people.
The,
Could be those
the
people.
villagers of villagers.
Frost giant village people.
Yeah, sorry. I had to, dude.
Of course you did.
That's too
But
funny.
I imagine that they don't have like a very like advanced alphabet, so it's just like why.
Just all wise.
Our whole language is just wise.
No advance, it's just one letter for the whole thing.
letter.
We actually don't.
We've only needed Y.
We only needed why. How do you spell words? Why?
Yeah.
Why would I do that? That's a giant humor
That's
joke.
a giant joke.
Giant.
We did that last episode.
I know we did. Oh, a few episodes ago.
Yes,
at this
that's
point.
right.
And then I feel like, Awen, you're probably still kind of going around town with Kotor, kind of helping him delegate and things like that.
Yeah,
You're like his assistant.
Yeah, I would be. And I'd also again just be checking on like what groups of people seem the most ready, if that makes sense. I know we kind of touched about it before.
Yeah, and at this point, I'm gonna say we're the day before. And it's early morning. As you're kind of walking and kind of doing your rounds with Kotor, the warriors, the 75 like ready warriors, you can see that they're not only ready, they are excited at this point. Like, I think at this point it's the time to settle in with everybody, especially after Boral kind of just walking in and tell everyone that they're gonna die. That has kind of seeped into everybody too. The warriors themselves they are ready. You can see them practicing, they're sparring. I wouldn't say like thrilled for it, but they are expecting it. They want the glory of
They've
combat.
accepted that their fate could be more than likely more than likely death in
combat.
Glorious combat.
Yeah, exactly. The regular citizens, though, the average Joe, are a lot worse off.
Okay.
You can tell they're struggling, like the bakers and the blacksmiths.
Candlestick makers.
Yeah, the candlestick makers.
The butchers.
Yeah, the cobblers. The giant, which man, do those people have work cut out for them?
Okay.
I mean, just the dimension of their shoes. I mean, you know how much leather you need to make a leather shoe for a giant? I mean,
one whole cow.
They just stick their feet inside a cow.
Just wearing
they just tauntaun it.
They are having a little bit of a rougher time.
I was gonna say their Crocs are just literally crocodiles. On their feet.
Giant.
Yes.
I love the idea of giants having Crocs.
Yeah.
They're actually very comfortable.
For comfort in war.
You can get them wet. It's no big deal.
Yeah, just all the blood on them. You don't have to worry about any blood. You just wash them off when you're done with combat.
I imagine that's where Uggs came from because somebody was like, "I like your shoes. What are they?" And then the giants was like, "Ugh." They're like, "Oh, that's nice."
Also, like big old feet.
That was the lamest.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was a bad dad joke.
Ugh. I feel like
Charlie Brown over here.
I kind of want to give you guys like each one of you just like actual psychic damage from that. Just like you just
I didn't condone that. I was
yeah, but you heard it. You listened to it, and I will take the damage as well.
We were a party too.
Yeah, I feel like we all should just step away from the mics real quick and headbutt each other real quick.
1d6 cringe damage.
Yeah, just pure, just ew.
Thanks, Ben. Ben's like, I feel bad.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Ben.
My feelings are hurt.
I'm helping.
So you get that like the majority morale is kind of low, but it kind of evens out.
It's not letting it go.
No, you're not, and I'm just gonna kind of walk past that. I'm gonna ugh past it.
Okay, yeah. So I'm seeing both sides go in opposite directions.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's starting to weigh on me a little bit. I think even I don't know if I'd voice it to anybody, but seeing that, like, sure, the warriors are ready for this. The normal people, the civilians are not.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's starting to become very apparent that is the case.
Yeah.
Palpable.
The fact that you can taste the fear on these
Gross.
people. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We didn't have to go that far.
You walk up to them and lick them like, fear.
Yeah, no, okay. I just want to keep making sure and
keep tabs.
Yeah, and really I'm just also looking for points that I would be able to use to my advantage as well, but it just sounds like it's kind of one open area, so there's really not any.
Are you talking about like vantage points?
Yeah.
So for you would be the long haul.
Up there. Yeah, I figured.
Because
Okay.
that would give you the best viewpoint on everybody.
I have a 360 elevated view.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about anyone coming behind you because of the cliff on like the backside of this hill.
Yes.
So you would very much have a focus forward.
Okay, cool. Just want to double check.
And you can use kind of some of the other like you can see some vantage points on like certain buildings that have higher up as Catan was saying, as they fall back, you see your vantage points on like the buildings. Like, okay, that's the one I'm going to get to. And then I'll drop down and hop over to there. But like your end game is the long haul.
Okay, perfect.
I just like how they're passing around a map of Catan's like, oh no, you need this map. Catan, I just drew that, Ben and Catan. I drew that for you so that you could just shut up and you could see that that's the layout. There you go.
So combative right now.
I know what's going. Well, he's had his 2 sips of wine.
I had 2 sips of wine.
You know how he gets when he has one drink.
I didn't even know you got that. I didn't let you.
I just showed Matt a picture of the town of where the long haul was.
Sorry, this is really starting. This mic stand.
All right, we're falling apart over here.
Okay, Jake, just one more episode. Can you do it?
No, I'm sorry. This thing literally, if you touch it too much,
if you push it really hard to one way, it's gonna move. Can you believe it?
Fuck off.
Tighten it.
I did. It's tight.
No. She's talking about you.
Your brain. Tighten your brain up.
Yeah, or just don't touch your mic.
Okay. Are you ready?
Am I good?
You can practice my technique where you just don't even look at it.
I gotta be a little bit mean to Ben.
Not too mean to Ben.
Not too mean to Ben. I was just making fun of them passing back and forth.
It's okay. I don't mind.
He's mean to me.
Let me protect you.
He made massive jokes.
It's become a thing.
And it has been. But doesn't mean you didn't make them.
That's going to be on a shirt, by the way.
I know.
Just massive, like the whole shirt.
Yeah,
just over and over and over.
Can you do it where it's like MASS?
Well, I think that should be. I think that should be our extra large.
I wish I could do that.
I want to wear it still. I can't wear just me in a massive
every size
shirt.
is massive.
Yeah, every size. Actually, I think just every size is
demoralizing
massive.
for all. So equality is right there. No
There's
fat
gonna be that
shaming
one
if
person
we
that
shame
fits
everyone.
just right, and that is the most demoralizing thing, though.
I'm trying to work out to get massive.
Well,
Yeah, I mean that's true.
No, you want to be huge. You don't want to be massive.
No, I want to be massive. I want to be hulking.
Okay, well then you don't want to be massive.
Behemoth-like.
I'm trying to slim down.
I'd like
to get to a smaller, massive.
Fucking Batista. I don't know what are those muscles called? The neck muscles, right
Traps?
Here? Traps. Yeah, just like everything else is normal, but you just have massive traps.
All I do is shoulder shrugs every day. Every day I go to the gym, I'm just shoulder shrugging it. That's it.
Matt's gonna come to a recording and can't move his head.
Yeah, my traps will just, my neck will be too secure.
Because that'd be really good to have on the podcast.
What?
Sylvester Stallone?
Can I get him? Is that what you said?
No, can you be him?
Can you beat him?
What do you mean? I don't understand.
So if you work out your traps enough, you can become Sylvester Stallone. That's what I've heard. That's a rumor going around.
No, I'll never be him.
Yeah,
if you want to be him, you can just get like Bell's palsy and then have a slur your whole life.
That's also true. Yeah, can you do that, Matt?
No.
Oh. You could just
What is happening
I
right
don't
now?
know.
I don't know either. I'm taking away his wine. He has a grip on that.
Okay, so Matt goes around town.
Rip on that.
I have a knife to my neck.
Leaf and Boral. Can I get another D8 roll? And this is going to be your final roll, and this will be for the last 2 days.
Okay.
So make it good.
What?
Make it good.
Why don't we get 2 rolls then?
Because you only have a half of a thing. Just get
Because Jake says shut up
I
and
got
roll.
an 8.
You got an 8? Oh, it's going to be
What you got?
a medium though. So
What you got?
2.
Wow.
I did much better than you.
what's the middle ground between
5.
8 and 2? 5?
7?
8.
7?
He wouldn't know.
Yeah, just tell him anything.
7.
16.
Fuck you. I would think 5 would probably be.
Yeah, it will be
So you guys literally at I want to say at night, or just at dusk as the sun starts to fall, you guys just finish. Emmy and
High fives.
That's exhausting. Ow. My hand hurts.
My smell slots
churning
hurt.
hand.
It's my earth-erupting hand.
Oh God.
That's my Rupton hand.
that sounds so wrong.
That's what I'm calling it now.
That's what I'm calling it.
You guys, did you really again?
Oh, man.
I had a good joke and
That's
everything.
the second time the refrigerator has felt the need. Well, that's
No,
what
it's the
happens
coffee-
when he
it's the
starts the
coffee
coffee
machine.
It's because Brian turned it back on.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the.
Wow, Brian.
I mean, something's erupting over there.
Wanted some espressos.
So you guys finish up your task at dusk. You're all the workers, and you are all kind of like cheersing and like giving just a round of high fives. You guys do like the baseball thing where you all get like in a line, and everyone goes and high fives each other in a line, and then you get like cool like little snacks like
Like a juice box.
a juice box, and definitely
an orange, a tangerine.
And I see. We're not one of those lame parents that brings that. No, we're one of those cool parents that brings like fruit roll-ups or Rice Krispies.
Kudos
Doritos.
bars?
Doritos.
Yeah.
Ooh, kudos.
Kudos bars.
They're Kudos
I haven't
bars?
seen that in forever.
That's because I don't think they exist anymore.
Do they not exist anymore? Hey, Kudos
maybe
bars.
they do.
Hey, Kudos bars. Can we get sponsored by you? We'll bring you back.
Well,
baby.
I think Kudos is what, Nestle or some other like major
Yeah,
brand.
somebody-
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably don't have good enough. They don't have enough money to not get a lot of marketing. So like,
I would think the ones with the tiny little M&Ms in them.
Oh,
No, you're saying
That's
Nestle doesn't have enough marketing?
they don't have enough marketing. They
Yeah,
could use
probably.
us.
They call them Chewy bars now.
Wait, Kudos is now Chewy bars?
Well, if it was Quaker that did it.
I don't
Oh.
think it was.
I thought it
I
was
don't think
Nestle.
so because I actually have Chewy bars at home and I don't feel
Yeah,
like I
Chewy
need
bars
it.
were different.
Well, they
Yeah.
look like it.
No,
Yeah,
they're
they-
different.
No, they look similar.
They're
but
different. I know
but
they're different.
Wait, aren't Kudos
They're-
bars covered in chocolate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of them are, yeah.
Yeah, they have like a top layer of chocolate, right? If I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, or am I thinking something else?
Well, I imagine there's different
I mean,
types.
these look pretty.
There were different types. I know what you're talking about. The M&M ones
Yeah, the
were
little
the
tiny
best
M&M ones. Yeah. Those are the
100%
best.
the best.
Yeah, those are the best.
Yeah, so we get the cool parents. We don't get the
Okay,
lame
cool.
parents.
Okay, great.
Bringing,
Yeah, we don't have water and orange slices.
yeah. What are you?
I'm terrified to
Juice
say this,
box?
but
She did say juice box.
the Wikipedia under Kudos bars states Kudos was a milk chocolate granola cereal bar.
Wait.
I bet I could
I
find them
have
on
never
eBay
been
somewhere.
so devastated by one word.
yeah.
I bet I could find them on eBay somewhere.
Yeah, it's so like for $1 million.
I'm looking on
Some
Amazon.
asshole's like, I can
there
get
is
millions.
a listing, but it says unavailable.
Mars Incorporated stated in 2017
Mars.
Oh,
Facebook
I knew it was a
post
big
that the
chocolate
bars
company.
had been
Is
officially
Mars still
discontinued.
around?
Oh yeah, Mars.
What
is,
do they? What chocolate
As
do
of
they
yet,
make?
there is no current plans to revive the
Oh yeah, because
product.
they were partners with candy, so it was like Dove chocolate, M&Ms, and
Mars is like the
Snickers.
overarching company of like major. They're big chocolate.
Are they like Ghirardelli?
They make a lot of candy bars.
What about Ghirardelli? Do they make Ghirardelli? Or is that a whole different
Ghirardelli's a totally different thing.
Okay.
Ghirardelli's like posh chocolate.
Yeah,
Ghirardelli
it's
is
the bougie
like
chocolate. You don't want secondhand Ghirardelli.
Yeah.
No, Ghirardelli is not providing the chocolate that goes into like M&Ms.
Yeah. Okay, so back to the show.
I wish. It'll be so good though.
Oh, dude, it would be
Ghirardelli M&Ms.
amazing.
Ooh.
Oh God, dude, they're caramel.
Ooh.
Ghirardelli's I don't know if it's like a different caramel, but their caramel is just
Chef
Ooh,
kiss.
I had the peppermint bark the other night and it was fantastic.
Of course
probably
you would be
one of-
eating bark.
yeah.
Oh, that's what they call it.
Their peppermint
Dumb
bark
fucking
is
druids.
amazing though.
Yummy, look
Have
at
you
this.
put that in hot chocolate?
No.
Because that is amazing. Because it's
Like just melt it into the hot chocolate?
yes. I usually like to leave it. I like to put it in and like have like
a dip?
Drink it enough, like quick enough to where it like is still like there's a little bit of remnants of actually like the candy
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom of the cup, and then you kind of like have to spoon it out. Because
Starbucks does have a peppermint hot chocolate. Hey Starbucks, sponsor us. I just said your name wrong.
Hey, Starbucks.
Yeah. Hey, Starbucks.
Well, we could have had them, but not now.
Now the Starbucks rep is listening to this. He's like, oh man, oh fuck, I can't.
Yeah, Mr. Starbucks is like, you had one chance.
He had one
And then
chance.
hangs up
Also,
the podcast.
Hangs up the podcast.
Hangs it up.
He takes an iPod and he hangs it up.
He hangs it up.
Yeah, he did, which is just docking
And
it.
he's using an iPod, by the way.
That's where podcast came from. That's why
you
we call
remember those
podcasts.
things? Remember
No,
the
I know, but
iPod
not
videos?
now.
Do you guys remember when those came? Or the iPod Nanos? Oof,
Yeah, I
man,
had
those
one.
were so fancy. I thought phones were going to get smaller, and then
Well, I
like,
didn't so much have one.
I had an
As much as
iPod
it was
Nano.
given to me and then wanted to have him taken
I had a
back.
Zune,
Did you really?
and then I got an iPod.
Okay.
yeah, Zooms were the cheap versions of iPods.
Well, they were like the Microsoft version, only they weren't good.
They're like,
yeah,
we
well,
have
so
stuff.
like Microsoft with most of their stuff, they're like, hey, what do you want to use our web browser? No.
Yeah, somebody
I
gave
have
me one.
no issues with Internet Explorer. The hate for Internet Explorer, I don't understand. It works fine.
But not as good as everything else.
It's no Netscape, but it's fine.
Fucking Netscape. God, we were doing some pulls here. Okay, so you guys finished your job.
Yes.
It is daybreak. For when you guys actually finish your stuff, it'll be nighttime. So you guys are still working on this. It is
Okay.
the fourth day. This is a day before they reach you guys. Emmy walks over to Yucatan as you guys are kind of setting up all of these walls and stuff like that. At the most part, you guys have pretty much finished the major walls. You guys are kind of finishing up on like the back end of like on the back side of it, just putting up some like fortification so that no one can scale the wall behind you guys and like kind of get the drop on you. Emmy walks over and says, hey, Catan, could we talk? I mean, I don't mind if it's with the rest of the guys, but I mean, I wouldn't mind if it was alone.
Yes. I think we can spare a few minutes here. And then who else is here right now?
It would just be you, Philippa, and Emmy.
Okay. I give Philippa some task to do that I know would be like a little time consuming so that we have a moment to go and talk.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys kind of walk off, and she just kind of has you walk like further out from town, probably like, 50 feet-ish out of earshot from Philippa. And Emmy kind of just sits down on the snow and kind of like looks up to you and says, Are we sure we want to do this? I mean, I know we've been kind of at this for 4 days, but like we could seriously die. Like I know, and I know, like obviously throughout the small time I've been without you guys, we could have died a lot, but this feels so much more defined or destined. I don't know. It seems like it's kind of just a very narrow walkway, and I'll be honest, I feel like we're slipping off a bit.
You want to know something about destiny?
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
But I mean, like, isn't that why we're here right now? Is because of that? Like, hasn't that kind of like
No,
been
we're
the
here.
thing?
We're here because you and your sister, if you don't go to the temple, will die.
I mean, yeah, but isn't that in and of itself destiny? Right?
Only if you believe that everything that happened was going to happen regardless of any control you had in the matter. So if you do believe in that, then it doesn't matter what we do here because it's already preordained and that this is destiny. And if you don't believe it, then you don't believe that.
Yeah, I guess.
Basically, there's no point in thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm just afraid that this is it. That everything I've worked for, everything that I've done ends here in the middle of nowhere with no one to know that it even happened. Like if we die here, no one will know what's happening. We didn't tell anyone. Oh God, we didn't tell anyone. Hey, Catan, if we die here, no one's going to be able to stop Fuma. No one knows about it. Or this Kerrigan guy or whatever.
Well, no, I mean,
this is it.
No, just hold on. I go and I sit down next to her because I feel like she's freaking out a little bit. And if I position myself close to her, I have an aura that prevents fear. So
such a you were no longer in fear because of my aura. Which I think what we canonically
conversation over.
Yeah, conversation
RP done.
yeah.
I have an aura.
And then I cast hold person on her. Will you please shut up?
I'm just gonna pop one off on her real quick. Shut this whole thing down.
No. Just take a second. Just take a breath, relax. People know. My auto knows. I have been informing them of the events that have transpired from start to finish. They are fully aware of everything that's happened up until we left Phalia.
But what are they gonna do about it? They don't have the resources. I guess in a matter of speaking that we have. They don't know about. I mean, they might know about the Titans, but can they talk to them? There's more of them, right? That's the thing. There's two of us. So what if Leaf's one is evil too? What if I'm the evil one? And you kind of see her shoulders slack off when she says that. And like, she just looks down into the snow.
What does it mean to be a good person or a bad person?
You see her kind of shrug her shoulders. I don't know that you concern yourself with others or not.
What does it mean to follow the rules or to bend the rules, to look out for yourself or to look out for others, to be good, to be bad, to be evil, to be benevolent? These are just labels. They don't matter. Who's anyone to say who we are and why we're here and what worth or value we have other than ourselves? Yes, I'm a paladin. Some people think I'm a very good paladin. Others don't. Some of my superiors straight up hate me. I don't care what they think. I just do what I think is right. And I move on. So if you're worried that you're evil, then don't be.
Is it that simple though?
Yes, very. It's extremely easy.
I know I must sound crazy. after all this stuff, like the giants just accepting their fate. Honestly, and I know you're very against it, but I admire it so much. I've never had anything in my life that I could hold on to like that I would die for willingly, without hesitation. My whole life has just been one task to survive over and over again, something to overcome and persevere, whether I have to lie or use somebody. Never been an issue for me. And this has brought all of that into perspective, that I don't have anything.
If you don't think you have anything, and you've never had anything to hold on to, and you've never had anything to live for, then now is a perfect time to find it. And we can start by helping these people. And by helping these people, I think, in a way you will help yourself.
With that, you see her turn towards you, tears in her eyes. She puts her hand on your helmet and makes eye contact with you, and she says, I think I found it. And she leans in for a kiss.
As she does that, I lean away.
She goes like the 10% towards it and notices you almost going back, and she stops and like she's just, I'm sorry, it's just a lot.
No, it's okay. Amy, you're a very wonderful lady, and you're a very good friend of mine, and I'm not against you wanting to kiss me. I don't know if this is the best time. There's a lot happening, and I think perhaps we should maybe think about.
As you say that, she stands up and she's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. Forget it." And she just starts to walk back towards Philippa.
Uh-huh.
And we cut over to Boral. Boral, what are you doing? I guess since it's still midday, you would still be probably working with Leaf, with kind of getting these the rest of the sigils rid of, because you guys won't have completely finished until dusk.
Yeah. I guess whatever loose ends we need to tie up.
Okay.
As far as that.
So yeah, as you're kind of, I would say as you're kind of like dispelling some of the, like they've made like weakened the link for like, I think you would kind of do like, you guys do a big portion of it and then you dispel that whole portion. Mm-hmm. So you're not burning through your spells as fast. And as you're kind of, as you like kind of just dispel, you feel a hand like just kind of weirdly wrap around your shoulder, and you're,
how's it going?
Jesus. We're almost done. It's fine.
Well, come with me to my hovel real.
Yeah, I got to finish this first.
You can't. It'll be just a few minutes. You need a break. I can see your sweat.
He touches your sweat.
Oh,
and he takes it, and you see him like he actually takes a vial and like scoops it up. He's like,
we'll need this.
Okay. Leaf, have you Have you got it from here? I gotta go do a thing.
Huh? What? Churn. Churn. I got a little hard hat on. I'm like, I can't hear you. I got a little churning over here.
Yeah, you have a jackhammer that's helping churn around. What?
Yes, I'm good. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you both walk back to the hovel, and he sits on a stool next to the hearth. He's like,
So, you had your talk with Kerrigan, right? With your other half, if I will.
Yep.
And I will. But you haven't really talked to Fuma. Yeah.
Well, I think we're acquainted. I mean...
But you haven't had the chance to plead your case. No, Kerrigan has obviously had his time to shine. But you haven't had yours.
Well, no. What are you saying? Are you saying you can put me in front of Fuma?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Why didn't you just do that in the first place?
Well, that would be
fun. Wait. No. Do I have to drink that crap again?
100% yes.
Oh my God.
And this time with your own sweat.
and he jingles the vial in front of you.
But don't worry, I'll lube it up for you.
Oh, great.
I was about to say, that's actually not gross at all.
It's way worse.
Definitely will drink my
And
own
you
sweat.
see him like walk back and start making that same concoction again. And again, the whole little hovel just fills with just like this ranky smell. He's like,
Well, you know the drill.
and he goes ahead and he's like,
Oh, I'm so sorry, Portal.
Nah. No, you said that wasn't...
It is necessary in the fact that, trust me, you wanted to get a little bit of saliva down the throat.
No,
Ugh.
I've got my own, thanks.
Not enough.
and he hands it over to you.
Now, before you drink it, remember who you're talking to and don't make demands, yes? You're talking to a titan, the thing that created the world. So just keep that in mind when you're talking to him, or it, or whatever it is. I don't know, really.
Okay. All
All
right.
right, we'll drink it.
And he starts to push the bowl up into your mouth for you.
Drink it.
And as you do, and you sit down again and start to breathe in the incense of his room, as you get that like sage smell just wafting into your nose, and like the crackling of the hearth as you again go into this like black area, and you're there for what feels like a while. Like it feels like it's been like 2 hours of you just standing in this blank darkness. What are you doing during this time?
I think just I wouldn't be doing anything, just hyper vigilant. Any sound or noise or anything, I guess I would just be hyper aware of my surroundings.
You see a pyre off in the distance, just out of nowhere ignite, as you're kind of like I kind of see you just kind of like standing there and just kind of like shuffling 360 around in a circle, trying to make sure you see everything. You see this pyre just ignite like 50 feet out in front of you.
I guess I'll slowly make my way to the pyre.
Okay. As you walk over, you see the flame walk out of like what you would assume would be like the wood. Like the flame just leaves it, and it slowly goes from just like what looks like a small fire into a humanoid shape as it starts to walk towards you. And as it gets closer, you start to feel the heat on you, like you're standing in front of a sun. It is almost unbearable to the point to where you can feel yourself getting burnt as you stand near it. And the figure stops a few paces out from you.
Hello, Boral.
Fuma, I presume?
Yes, that is one of many names. So, I see that you've been acquainted with Kerrigan, no?
Yeah, had a quick little chit chat. A little bit ago. Well, actually, it was days ago. It wasn't a little bit ago. But yeah, I met Kerrigan.
Oh, in the time of Titans, that was like a blink of an eye. What's your hot take on him?
Well, see what you did there. Very nice. Very nice, Fuma. Can I call you Fuma? Fumi?
Fuma would be fine.
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know what his deal is. What the purpose or direction of... I thought you were going to sneeze, sorry. I don't know what the purpose of the Flame Order's purpose is. I don't understand. What's...
Isn't it quite simple?
Well, yeah, but to what ends? I don't understand.
You hear like this just deep laughter.
Boral, I think you're looking for answers that aren't there. It's quite simple. They are there to do my bidding. As are you.
Okay, well, I don't want to burn the world down. So I guess I'm a little confused as to my purpose, I guess, then?
Boral, there's more ways to restart than just burning.
Okay.
My brothers and sisters think I'm simple. That I just want to burn things. But I'm not just fire and anger. I'm passion and love. There are two sides to me. My brothers and sisters, they see one. You are my other half.
Ah. Okay, so I got all of the... What would we call the...
Inherently good.
Inherently good traits, and Kerrigan got all the bad ones, let's just say.
You are you. We do not choose you. We do not pick you from a lot. You are simply our children. You were born with the best parts of me. That is all. You were born with passion. You're born with love. To an extent that could be faulty to some. Your passion for the MWF.
I mean, it's like a pet project. It's just a hobby. I don't know if call it passion.
But hobbies turn into more, don't they?
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's fair.
Your love of fire, the flames in them.
I felt like, I don't know, it just kind of just happened that way. Like I chose it. Oh, I guess that's your point. I just made the point for you.
That is why I forced the two champions this time around.
What do you mean forced? What does that mean?
I exerted my power onto fate. It's why you are here now and not simply Ash.
Okay.
I have tired of the same cycle. Century after century after century. It's the same thing. I rise and burn out, and then it happens over and over again. It's just tiresome at this point. I wanted something new. So I made all of you.
Oh. Okay, so what am I supposed to do about him then?
That's the great thing about this, Boral, is we don't know. It's just more of a spite thing on my end. I do not like my siblings in the least bit. As you can tell, they have locked me away on multiple occasions. Which is not my fault. I'm just...
Oh, sure.
I am just the embodiment of your passions. It is not my fault that your passions lead to hatred, to genocide. Your people, elves, humans, dwarves, you fuel me. I gave you passion, I gave you light.
Okay.
You found the hatred and the anger. You molded me.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
So
I agree.
I decided to change things.
So I am the counteraction to the hate.
Not just that, but to fate itself. You have, in these last couple of days, have been rebelling against fate, no? Do you think that's just your feelings, or do you think that something had an influence on you?
I like to think that that's my default position.
But there's a reason for that, Boral. It's because you have a part of me in you. You have my disdain for the norm.
I have a disdain for foregone conclusions.
Exactly. Fate. So I come here offering you a deal, a transaction. There is no question about it. You take it or you don't. There's no negotiating. There is no talking your way through this. It is a simple yes or no. So, here it is. I will give you the power to change fate. Because fate can be pushed given enough power. I have proven this time and time again. But I found that it doesn't take just one push. It takes multiple pushes. It takes time. And that is what I've given you all.
Wings of the butterfly, so to speak. Tiny little actions.
Exactly. This one
I follow
action will ripple and destroy fate that we know.
Okay, so what's the action?
Simply giving you more power. You pass out, correct?
Yeah.
You can't really control your flames. You can cast the spells you already know at a more advanced level, but you can't really control it.
Well, I'm working on it, but yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, yes, I can't really.
I will give you that control. I will give you the power necessary to change fate itself. But that comes with something. One, you will have to forget this entire conversation. You will have the power when the time comes. I will make sure of it. But I need you to not know about it. Boral, it's simple. Yes or no?
Hey everyone, it's your favorite player, Matt. This episode is intense, so I'm gonna get in and get out and get you back to it, okay? Let's get you in. Let's get you out. That's what the middle break is all about. Okay, am I setting myself up for having to do songs every single middle break? Because that is unsustainable if that's the case. As many of you are still aware, we are trying to get to 200 reviews on Apple Podcast. And in doing so, once we hit that goal, we are going to release some extra content that is Awen's backstory. We already have it recorded. It's ready to go. All we need is to reach that goal of 200 reviews. The quickest and easiest way to go do that is to go to our link tree, linktr.ee/newcritsontheblock, click on the listen on Apple Podcast button, scroll onto the bottom, hit the review button, type up a nice 5-star review for us, and that's it. It's that easy, and we're one step closer to releasing that content. Also, make sure to rate, subscribe, and review to our podcast wherever you get your podcasts from. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. If you use a podcatcher, we are probably on it. Subscribing makes sure that you don't miss a single episode, and they help our numbers grow so we can track our growth going forward, which is just going to mean we're going to grow as an entity more and more. Also, make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter at New Crits. You can find us on Instagram at New Crits on the Block. You can find us on Facebook at New Crits on the Block. As I just mentioned, we are trying to grow in every way possible, and the best way for us to do that is for you all to help. Retweet something you like on your Twitter. Post one of our quotes or audiograms in your Instagram story. Tag people on Facebook or wherever that you think would like our content. Help shill us out to the masses. We grow every time you guys do that. I know it seems like it's a small thing, but it is huge to us and gives us more reach than we could possibly have right now. We also have our merch store up, and we have a new merch of the month. So go check that out. We are growing our merch store month by month. We want to make sure we have a variety of items for all of you to choose from, just so that when you find that one thing that's your steez, you go hard for it. And the last thing we'd love to have you be a part of is our Discord. We are constantly growing with new members all the time. We would love to have you in there. If you want to chat with the cast, if you want to chat with the community and become friends with everybody in there, that's our goal. So come join the fun. The easiest way to reach those last two things, the merch store and the Discord, again, our link tree, linktr.ee/newcritsontheblock. Click those buttons and come along for the ride. All right, everyone, let's get you back into this week's episode. Ooh, it's a heavy hitter, huh? Ooh, Barracuda. Okay, that's enough for me. Let's get you back into the episode. Thank you for tuning in this week. Of course, we will see you next week. Hope you all are hanging in there, and we will see you next week. Bye, bye, bye.
Leaf, hey.
Hi.
So you got your hard hat on.
Mm-hmm.
You're just chiseling away with your,
Chiseling away.
guess, fucking jackhammer.
Just my spell.
Yeah, your
I was-
spell-
I was
your
just-
hand. Yeah, you're just
I was
slapping-
thinking about this. I think you have like a giant animal that like digs through the ground, but you're using it like a...
No, I'm not a Flintstone.
By the way, Flintstones are fucking assholes to their animals.
Yeah,
Holy
they are.
crap.
That's a lot of animal abuse.
Yeah.
PETA would have been all over
PETA
that.
existed back then. Oh, boy.
Oh, they would be all over that.
Anyway.
No, she's just using her erupting hand.
My erupted hand. I'm just going, okay.
So you're churning up that earth.
Churning up the earth.
Kratos walks over to you. You can see on his face like he is not having a great time compared to like the other warriors. He looks pretty depressed. He
Oh.
looks pretty sad, and he walks over to you.
Leaf, you help me, yes?
Yeah, I mean, sure. I think I can take a little break here. I have been churning all day. So, yeah. What's up? What do you need?
I want to try to speak to family.
You want to what?
Speak to family. Through you. You are one with Earth, yes?
Yeah. You mean the people who died?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I know how to do that.
We go to Great Tree, yes? It is connected to all life.
Oh, okay. Yes. Sure. We could do that. Yeah. Okay.
So he walks you to the long hall, and behind the throne, kind of back, honestly, like behind crates and stuff like that, he starts like moving crates out of the way. You see this hatch that he opens up and walks down.
The tree's in here?
Yes, it's under hill.
Oh. It's a weird place for a tree to be, but
And he walks down this long path. It's not very lit, but you being a halfling, you have dark vision, so you can see in front of you. You can see him walking. And he stops for a second, and you see him take a knee. And as he takes a knee, you can see over him as this massive dragon leaf tree is erupting through the ground. You see these red, sharp leaves that are the size of you just dangling off this thing. It's 30 feet high. You can actually notice, based off the slope of the mountain, that this thing is just barely clearing it. The cave is like touching the top of this tree as you see its roots just going through this entire little grove underneath, as like you see plants and all these other like flowers all around this tree.
I'm gonna gasp loudly and just kind of drop to my knee next to him, like almost kind of like stumble into like, whoa, and I'm gonna become the emoji of myself from Discord where I'm just like, whoa.
And he stands up.
This way, please.
I've never seen one this big before.
Yes, this.
Come on, guys.
Tank.
I didn't say anything.
Well, I didn't say anything.
I can see out of my peripheral, Brian and Ben just go, okay.
Brian doesn't hear that. You walk over to it and you see on like the side that you walk up to, the front side of it has like these sigils carved into the tree.
This is Life Tree. This is where we put some of the ashes for family, for friends, comrades, and some of their blood. Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful. Is it okay if I touch it?
I hope you would. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of gingerly put my hand out.
As you do, your eyes immediately roll back into your head as you feel your body your like soul, in a sense, rip out of your body, and like you are looking down at you and Kratos.
Whoa, I didn't know I could do that. Hello?
And you hear as this tree just kind of ruffles its leaves. Hey, what's up, Leaf? Ouroboros.
It's been so long. How are you?
Doing all right. I mean, just, being a tree and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Looking over all of life and plants and whatnot. Just staying nice and chill.
Got it. How are all the trees doing?
Good.
Okay. It's a fair question. I mean, kind of in charge of them, so.
I mean, some are not good, but that's kind of like, life cycles and whatnot.
Okay, got it. Hi. I'm actually here with my friend down there. If you can see him. Can you see him? Is that how this works?
I can literally see all life. So yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure. You don't have eyes, so I just wasn't exactly sure.
My laser eyes.
Oh, really creepy. Okay. I'm actually here to ask a favor if I could. So his I know, I'm sorry, but his whole family just died pretty terribly in a fire. And so I was maybe wondering if you weren't so busy, Mr. Plant, sir, if you could just maybe let him talk to them, I guess.
And what do I get out of this deal? Yeah? What does good old Ouroboros get out of this?
I don't know. Do you need some fertilizer? I'm really good at churning earth, so I could give you some new soil.
Aerate the soil for him.
Aerate the soil.
I am pretty thirsty.
Oh.
So if I could suck 3-4 pints out of you,
Oh, that's right. You like my blood.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty
yeah,
good.
I can. Okay. You don't have a mouth. How are you?
The least shake.
Okay.
They slap each other.
If you could let him talk to his family, then I can give you some blood. Is that good?
Yeah, no, that's pretty. That's a pretty good deal for me.
Okay.
Also, side note on the whole you giving me blood thing, it may or may not make you a little bit more powerful or whatever.
What, giving you my blood will make me more powerful?
Yeah. There's a connection between you giving me blood and your power. It's, seriously, not a big deal. Don't worry about it. I don't really need your blood or anything like that. But figured I'd let you know that.
You didn't mention this before.
Yeah. I knew. Remember the whole fate thing? I kind of had to wait.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the big, the big move for everybody. So
So how powerful? are we talking here, Mr.
Well,
Mr.
like,
Plant Man?
You won't pass out. You'll be able to like control animals and vines better, and some plants. So that's cool.
My friends will really appreciate that. Okay. How I can give you as much as I can, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really know how much blood is in a halfling.
I don't either. I don't think I learned that.
Outside of the game, as a DM, when we don't. I say 4 pints. I feel like that's enough to kill somebody, especially
Kill a halfling.
The nurse might know.
Here's the thing. Don't you still have your bag of blood?
I do still have my bag of blood.
Oh God.
It's been on ice. It's fine.
You got like a little cooler that you walked out there with.
Yes, I told you I kept it with me.
Have you guys packaged it yet? Like a Capri Sun, like a blood sun?
Yes.
You just stab it in there, just plug it up into the tree and let it suck it out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh man. Now here's a question. Do you stab it correctly or do you like one of those weird people that don't stab in the hole?
Oh yeah, I do it upside down because that's how the cool kids did it.
You do a Capri Sun upside down?
Oh yeah, that's how the cool kids did it.
Like
oh, fuck you.
From like the bottom.
Sorry, dude. Sorry, I'm cool, bro.
Wait, no. Like the straw's upside down or like
No.
you poke the hole from the bottom?
From the bottom of the pouch.
Well, you turn it
Yeah,
over.
but you flip it over first.
Don't keep it
Because
down.
you're not an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then you just,
Yeah.
why?
That's how us cool kids did it.
I would ask an adult.
There's less suction because it's not as wide at the bottom, so you get less straw action.
Wait,
I'm gonna
what?
say.
No. Wait.
Because it.
Before you answer that, because
Okay.
that didn't make any sense to me either.
No.
Okay.
So there's the hole
Yeah.
in the pouch.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you tip it upside down, so now the hole's on the bottom.
Right.
Then you stab it.
No.
No, from
the
the
top.
bottom.
The flat bottom.
So you don't
stab
go through
into
the
that.
hole.
No.
No, not at
Exactly.
all.
You go
okay.
through the bottom.
But then
Take
you
the Capri
can't ever
Sun,
you can't ever
you
set it
flip
down.
it upside down, and then you stab
Okay,
it
I
on
have
the bottom.
another question.
Just pour wine.
And now I'm going to have to explain something to a police officer while driving home. Sir, why do you smell like
Second
wine?
question: Why?
Because it's fucking dope. Because I don't
Cool
follow
kids
the rules,
are
dude.
like, I don't know how to stab this.
Because I was like 13 years old, and like that's what we
Yeah,
did to
well,
rebel
here's a real question.
against
They
the
could-
man. You
It's
know,
like
couldn't
taking
fit
a
in the
knife
hole.
and stabbing the bottom of a gallon of milk. Like I don't fit in any box, do I,
Yeah.
Mom? And
Yeah.
just
yeah, I was like 13.
Yeah. So what
Trying
my,
to be- trying to be cool,
my
yeah.
thing was that you're limiting the amount of suction you get because the bottom of it is bigger than the top of it, so that you have more room for like your straw to get like the suction at the very end of the drink. Whereas if you stab it from the bottom,
if
you now
you
have a very thin amount.
what if you want to put your Capri Sun down?
You can't. You
You
have
can't.
to finish it all
that's
in
a
one go.
Down. What am I doing? Nursing it? What am I taking 2 sips and putting it down? It's not a fine wine.
What are you
Well,
gonna
you
do?
don't-
What
you
is
don't
Capri Sun?
binge
Just
drink Capri Sun.
Oh, I shotgun those babies.
God.
Stab
Actually-
it and one to the dome, baby. One squeeze to the dome.
I do gotta agree with Matt. I did just kind of like pound the Capri Suns because it was one of those things like you get 2 sips and then you put
Oh,
it
I'm
down
sorry.
in
I
your throat. It's like
savor my Capri Sun.
you
Yeah,
got
no.
that juice like flavor in your throat. You're like, fuck it, I need more of it, and then you just kind of like squeeze it until it's gone, and then you're like, fuck, I need like 5 more of these to actually like
yeah, that
feel good.
yeah, that like Mountain Cooler. What was it? Whatever the one, like the most basic one. I think it was Mountain Cooler, right?
I don't remember.
My,
yeah,
my
you're right.
goal was
Yeah.
to suck a Capri Sun to the point where it got so flat it started to curl in on itself.
Yeah,
I
that
wanted
was
to-
always fun. Yeah.
I wanted
Yeah,
to
you
make
had to cover the
sure
hole, though, on
that
your
like
finger.
I
Like-
felt like I was the bad guy from a movie who just like killed off like a somewhat important NPC. You know what I mean? Like a vampire or something that just like sucked something into like a husk and then like just dropped it on the ground. Although I didn't litter.
You had some very weird like fantasies as a child, Ben, that we don't have time to touch on in this podcast. So you offer your blood to Ouroboros, and one of these leaves extend as the tip of it, one of like the barbs, stabs into your hand as you feel blood just getting sucked out of you. You start
Her real body or
her real body.
Okay.
Yeah, her spirit body feels it. Her real body is actually the one getting the blood sucked out because her spirit body doesn't have blood. You know, all that stuff. And as you do, you can feel like your out of body experience. You can feel yourself getting ripped back into your body. And as you get pulled back into your body, you get real lightheaded. Like like when you're smoking a cigar and you take that full inhale when you're not supposed to be inhaling a cigar and you get super lightheaded. Sorry, I just smoked a cigar like last night. So
You really? Huh? Never would have guessed.
Yeah, that's your first go for lightheadedness. Okay.
Or you stand up really quick, like that lane.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Example.
You know, everybody who's just tried to like inhale a cigar in one inhale, right? You've all done that.
Not like the full. No, you're not supposed to inhale a cigar. You're just supposed to puff on it.
Right. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, but I feel like the way you were saying it was more of like, I'm going to hit this whole cigar in one puff.
Yeah, one squeeze of the dome, baby. That's how I do everything.
I do it backwards too.
You know when you're doing whippets and then like,
Yeah, dude.
you pass out.
One squeeze of the dome, Capri Sun, one squeeze of the dome, one puff, and the whole the fire goes like all the way to the top,
explains
one
so
to the
much about
dome.
your life, Matt. Even if just
one squeeze to the dome. That's gonna have to be on a shirt now.
we
my
have
whole life,
so
man.
much
Go
shirt.
big and go to the hospital.
In
Go
these
big and
last
pass
4
out.
episodes, I feel like we have more shirt-worthy quotes than we have in the whole podcast.
We got a lot.
All right.
Yeah, so you get
I love that.
you feel super faint. You almost like you fall over a little bit,
Whoa.
and you see
Doing great RP work right now.
Whoa.
Whoa.
you see Kratos. He's not there. You can see him, but you can see like his eyes are rolled back in his head, and you can see one of the leaves of the tree like just laying on his forehead.
Does that mean it's working? Is it working?
You just see the tree kind of shake.
Is that a yes shake or no shake?
Shakes once.
One shake for yes,
Yeah.
two
One
shakes
shakes
for no.
for yes.
Yeah, it shakes once.
Okay.
And after a few minutes of kind of like just sitting there and hanging out, you see Kratos like reel back from the plant, and there was nothing, and then just like tears just start streaming from his eyes as he just starts to wipe them.
Oh, are you okay?
Yes. Thank you, Leaf. I saw them. I saw my kids again. I kissed my wife. Thank you, Leaf. I owe you my life.
You're welcome. You're so welcome.
Hey, Awen,
Yeah.
you're going on your little patrols with Grator. You and him have gotten in like the role of it where like he kind of does like the main like you go do this, and then you kind of like delegate on like a smaller end thing.
Yeah.
And as you guys are walking, Grator like looks at you and
So, Awen, I want to give you something.
Oh. What?
And he leans in to kiss you.
Don't pull away.
Don't pull away.
And he wants to suck your blood too.
Ooh.
and he wants to give you some powers. So
Oh.
you get the trifecta.
I love. Take them
I
all.
think he gets to go last. It's all the good
That's
stuff.
what they call a turkey, baby.
So wait, if I kissed her when I got powers?
Might have.
Might have,
shit.
maybe.
Where's that thirsty bitch?
Oh my god.
I like almost got brought to tears from the last scene, and now I just reeled back. Okay, brought it back into New Christmas block, baby.
Yeah.
We're back.
Get all that seriousness
With
out of
Christy
here.
with the shades now.
You know, well, I got that little.
The sun's
sun bit.
moving.
The sun's moving. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
that's what it does. It
I mean,
does do that.
I mean,
I wasn't.
really, we're
I'm
moving.
just trying to hide that I was crying a second ago.
No,
All that.
Ben, the sun moves around us. Also, the world is flat.
Jake is a heliocentrist.
Didn't we
Yes.
decide that the Earth was a cube? Or no, that was something else. No,
I'm
sorry. No.
I'm
I
sorry.
apologize. That's-
What the
that-
fuck did you just walk in here with? A cube?
That was from another podcast. I apologize.
Wow. How dare you bring other podcasts into us?
I know. I am ashamed.
You cheating on us?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You see him like squat down and he pulls off his necklace.
This was given to me by the last Jarl. This has been passed down through every Jarl.
And you see him like take it off the chain. And the medallion on it, it has a three lightning strikes just in the middle of it. And that's all that there is. And it's big. Like it kind of would look like more of like a Flava Flav like clock on you. But you see him like squeeze on it as it shrinks in size and gets to a like locket size for you. And he puts his hand out.
You have taken to our traditions. You have shown yourself worthy. I know that I will die tomorrow, and I have accepted this. But I want you to carry on our ways, to teach others about us, to not let our way of life die tomorrow.
And he extends his hand towards you.
Awen's going to take a slight step backwards. And you're going to see a terrified look on his face for just a second until he shakes it off. Me? You don't know. Stop it. Put that away. You don't want me to be the Jarl of your tribe? That's silly. Come on. No, you're going to be fine. There'll be someone else to do it.
Awen, stop. You deserve it. You've worked hard. You won't be the Jarl. We are not going to be here. I know this. The seer has told me. We have talked. But you are one of the only ones that has taken to our traditions. Leaf fought, and she was very valiant, and she proved herself a true warrior. But you have shown yourself as a leader.
Y'all, I don't think you should put that trust in me. One of the only reasons I really took to your people is because I was trying to ingratiate myself to you and to them. He rubs the back of his neck a little bit. That's just something I do. Often it means no offense. Please don't think that, but I am not deserved of what you are trying to bestow upon me. And believe me, I'm sure there are other. Let me go get the shiny one that you like so much. He's very good at this sort of thing.
Awen, I can tell you try to skirt the responsibilities. But you are greater than you think. You've shown me this. You've proven yourself. You might do things for selfish reasons to survive. We all do. I give you this so that on your journeys, you can remember that you are great, that you are more than you think. And one day, you'll prove me right.
Awen will take the step forward that he took back before, and he'll just look up into the giant's large hand, and while still looking at the medallion, he'll just let out, what is it?
Honestly, I wish I could tell you. I don't know. It's been with the tribes for centuries. It's our symbol of leadership. And I know that I cannot pass this on to one of my own. for I don't know if any of us will live. But I know the respect that you've shown, headbutting Aelvig, proving yourself with me time and time again, showing leadership, showing that whether it's for selfish cause or not, you care. For tradition, for us. And that is a true mark of a great leader.
Well, I guess it's because I can relate to having those traditions be all but snuffed out. So I can relate to you in that way. We are very different, but in many ways, of the time I've spent around you and your people, we are very similar in that sense, which is why I can be compassionate to your views of what the end game is come probably tomorrow. I still don't feel like I am worthy of this gift that you are giving. But if it is to be your last act as the leader of this tribe, as this possible culture, then who am I to say no? Who am I to deny it? I don't know if I will ever live up to what you think I am or can be, but I will keep this as a reminder moving forward. And he will reach out and take it.
Okay, and as you take the medallion, he reaches in his pocket and pulls out a small key.
And with that, you must learn knowledge. I want you to go to our library. And I know it won't be fun and it won't be enjoyable, but I want you to learn our ways, our deep culture. Ingrain it in yourself. And that way, whatever the outcome be tomorrow, you can tell the world of us.
You can't just give me the Cliff's Notes of it.
It's like, oh, there's going to be homework. I'm out. You didn't see there was going to be a test.
It's one scroll. Trust me, you will get through it quick.
Oh, well, that's not deep culture, but okay, sure. Yeah.
But it is. It's our culture. It's our ways. It's our tenets. Our life.
He stands up and looks back down to you.
You might not live up to my expectations today or tomorrow, but someday, Eowyn, you will be a great leader.
And he walks off. The mood is quite sour. Why did you?
I just mixed my campaigns a little bit. I was like, oh no, 4th day, you're going to turn into a were-rad.
Oh, that's how we roll,
Sort
yeah.
of a different thing, sorry.
What?
I had like a sudden like panic attack of like, oh no, it's happening. Never mind, continue, you can cut that out.
Okay, listen to how re-roll.
I wasn't going to say anything, Jake asked.
Well, yeah, because we had to ask about Ben, and we have to ask about you too.
Continue.
Ask about me.
sorry.
What?
Because you had your hands on your forehead too.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, I get back.
So as
This is just how many attention from now on.